Hello everybody, I'm Ian from Reexmc and welcome to a new series. This series is probably going to be called Building School or something like that, but as you see on your screen, this is the house that you're going to be building this time. It's just a small modern-ish house which I like, but not everyone will like, so you don't have to build it. In the chest, these are the materials that you will use. The top row are the ones that you'll need. The middle row are the ones that you don't necessarily need because we've got the half slabs, and the bottom row are the outside or exterior materials that we will need. So over here there is a 5x5 square of light wood. Now what you have to do now is in the corners put a block of sandstone down, and whatever side you want to be the front, you put the door, as you can see on the screen, next to the left hand side sandstone, and then after that you just place in the windows. Now I would suggest looking at the screen at this rather than just doing it through my voice, because it's easier to show than explain where to place all of these components of the building. But now that we've done that, all we have to do is make a sort of square wall by filling in the gaps. So that's how basic the house is. It's just literally a square, 5x5 square, with walls 2 blocks high, that is, and then just with a roof on top. So now that we've done that, we're going to do the porch bit. Now the porch is just a small wall that intrudes out of the building. It's a 2x2, it's a 2x2 little wall coming out of the front of the building, and then after that you just dig a little hole in the ground where you want the decking to be outside of your house. So now that you've got that, you've got the basic outline of the building. Now what we have to do is add the roof. Now the roof is the hardest part of this building. What you do is you go round every edge with 1 block of oak wood. But you have to stop at one side. You have to only put 1 half slab down. So as you can see here, I've chosen this side to put the half slab down. That's because the roof is a small incline or decline or something like that, which goes down, and therefore you have to make little levels for it. So on the porch you just add the roof to it as seen on there, and it just looks like some steps pretty much. So then you have to put the support beam in. That's just a fence, 2 high fence attaching onto the half slab. And now we get onto the main roof. So what you do, you just follow on this side on the right hand side of the window and above the window, you just follow the level of the porch roof. But after that, after the window, you go down 1 so that it gives it that little space for you to look out of the window. So, like every house, you just do a little overhang on the end of the roof, so that it gives the house a bit more depth than just stopping where the walls stop. So now what we're going to do is we are going to add the second part of the roof, and that's just simply filling in the gap and then adding that overhang onto the roof again. And now we have to do the stone slab part. What you do is you fill in the roof just like you did the previous step, but then you put a half slab over the top of that layer that you've just put down. Now, and there you go, you've got the majority of the roof built already. So now that we've done that, we just do pretty much the same as we did on the second step, and just fill in the gap for this part of the roof. But then we just add a oak wood layer on top instead of the stone slab layer. So now, as you can see, we've only got 1 part of the roof to go. So what we do is we add those little overhangs to the roof, as we've done for the previous steps, and then this is where it starts getting more difficult. What you have to do is you have to add a 2x2 sandstone block just before the window, the big window on the side of the house. Now the reason for this is for support for the roof and to make it just look a little bit different, give it more depth, and that's what we want. We want depth to the house so that it doesn't look like the plain old square house. So what you do is you put strip on top of that 2x2 layer, going all the way the same length as the previous bits, previous rows of roof, but then this next one down, there's only 4 slabs that you put down, and you finish where the 2x2 sandstone layer finishes. So now what we've got to do is the outside. Now we have a little pond, so as you can see there, it's in a sort of L shape, but a bit of a weird L shape, I must admit. But so what we do is we go get the materials, which I've just gone into the wrong house to get. So I shall just go into this one. So water and oak leaves. I didn't actually use the logs, which I should have, because then the leaves would just disappear, because logs help it, you know, stay there. But what you do is you surround the pond with leaves, and just in that sort of shape as you saw there, so cornering it off. So now we go round the house onto the other side where there's another hedge, and we just add that in, and there's one little bit of hedge which goes around this corner, as you can see there. So that's the hedges done. All we need now is the lighting, and what you do is you just place any lighting wherever you want it. You don't have to put it in the places that I put it. It's just I thought, well, that seemed like an alright place to put it. And that's pretty much all it is. It's a small, compact, nice little house. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this, if you found it helpful, please give it a like, rate and subscribe, and tell all your friends about us, and share this, and get the community growing. So thanks for watching, and I will be seeing you next time with another build.